guess it can be hard enough to keep your own relationship strong and healthy, but what if you catch one of your friend's partners cheating? The question is, should you get involved in that situation?
Love Dr. Terry Orbach is here to give us some insight into this touchy issue. It's a difficult situation.
It is a difficult situation, and there are different options. And I want to really say that there's no right answer, and that every situation is unique. But I have 4 kinds of issues that you want to think about. First thing you want to think about is, are you sure you saw what you think you did? You don't want to jump to conclusions and think the worst. Sometimes if you see your friend's partner out having a meal with someone, it is just a meal or a meeting. But other times if you're seeing touch or other things going on, it might be more. And if you want to know whether or not you're seeing the right thing, you want to sort of talk to other people. See if everyone knows what's going on except your friend, and that can be humiliating.
I don't know, is that your business though? Is it? I mean, I know, so if I see my girlfriend's husband out at lunch with another woman, I guess, yeah.
You want to think about it.
Your instinct is to,
your instinct is to think the worst. That's the thing. Typically, we think the worst.
Well, let's say I know that there's some touchy-feely, smoochy smooch.
I think the next thing you want to think about is, what kind of friendship do you have with this friend?
Was it a business touchy touch? Was it a business smoochy smooch? Right.
Right. That's back to the situation.
I'm just kidding.
It's a business smoochy smooch.
But after you've looked at the situation and what's going on, then you want to go back and say, what kind of friendship do I have with this friend? Is this the kind of friendship?
With the one cheating, or the one who's being cheated on?
No, with my friend being cheated on. What kind of friendship do I have with this person? Is this the kind of friendship that we've talked about personal issues? Have we talked about relationships? Has she had or he had suspicions in the past?
Okay.
What have we done in the friendship? And that's the second issue that you want to think about. Third, can you talk to the partner? And this is a very delicate issue, but always it is better to hear about a partner cheating from the partner rather than anyone else.
Yes,
the worst situation is to have everybody know but you. So if you can go to the partner and talk to him or her and say, you know, my friend is hurting, they're going to be feeling betrayed, this is not a good situation for him or her, that's what you want to do, to try to get the partner to tell your friend. Very difficult.
I know you have a fourth and really important point here, but a lot of these couples who do this, like the cheater, for instance, when they go out to these places, I mean, they have to know, especially in a public, crowded place, that they're going to be seen. In a way, is it like inside they really want to be caught? Is there such thing as that?
Absolutely, Rube. I think any time infidelity occurs, it's an internal desire for change. And sometimes you're doing it because you can't go to your partner and tell him or her, I want out, or I am having a problem in the relationship. So sometimes it really is a sign that you want something to happen and that you want something to change. And so you're going in a public place, you want people to notice so that your partner does find out. But other times, people are secretive, and they don't think they're going to run into someone, or they're going to see the best friend of their partner.
Yeah.
So it really does depend.
And if you don't, if you have a good friend and you see the husband of the good friend out with another woman, there's a whole sense of betrayal there if you don't tell her. I mean, it's so complicated,
Absolutely, because
Terry.
a friendship is built on trust.
Yeah.
And you want the best for your friend. And if you don't tell your friend, then you're really betraying them as well. And the last thing you really need to think about is that when, or if you do decide to tell your friend, you need to be prepared that you will lose the friendship. Unfortunately, when people hear the news, they tend to blame everyone but themselves and their partner. And you're going to be telling them the bad news. Their anger is going to come out on you. You want to come prepared with resources if you do tell your partner of a therapist, a marital therapist, a relationship therapist, or a counselor, and you do want to be prepared that anger will occur and you may lose the friendship.
So if you see someone cheating, call the love doctor.
Yeah.
Right.
Call her up, right? Yeah, well, there's obviously a need for help there. I mean, and I think my question would be, if you do see this as a person who catches this, I mean, I've actually seen this happen once, where me and my fiance were out and we saw this other couple and we knew that they were both having problems in their marriage, and these two people worked together and were together, and we just kind of sat back, and it was very awkward, you know, like we're sitting there. I mean, do we acknowledge them, or do you just walk away?
Right, and it's very difficult.
How prevalent is cheating these days?
Well, it is prevalent.
Yes.
When we talk about males and females, there are differences. About 40% of married men are having affairs outside of marriage, and about 20 or 25% of women are.
Okay, so 1 in 4 women and nearly half of all men.
That's like 60% of the population cheating right now.
Well,
crazy like that. That's not cool. I mean, so there's only like 40% who are truly happy in their relationships? Is that what that means?
Well, about 50% are happy, but we're also talking about different kinds of affairs as well. Some of them are emotional affairs, that they're disclosing personal issues and really getting close to another person, and there are sexual affairs. So there are different kinds of infidelity as well.
That's a whole nother show.
A whole nother show.
Love Doctor. All right, Terry, thanks for the good advice.
Thank you.
Interesting topic. A sticky situation.
Yeah, no kidding.
For more of the Love Doctor's advice, listen to her new talk radio program. It's on Voice America Network at voiceamerica.com.
And you can get a link to that website. All you have to do is log on to our website. That, of course, is myfoxdetroit.com. Well, some monkeys are being raised in a really unusual way.